Don't be the same. Be better. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Bitcoin's still making that sideways trend, consolidating. People are starting to point to July 22nd, saying there could be a major breakout, right? I'm Eugene Forrest. We have our lovely co-host, Sammy, over here on the sideline.
Good evening, everyone.
And the price of Bitcoin is important. I say a lot around here about how it's really not. It's important because it seems to draw in the public, right? It draws in the lemmings. So maybe if we have that spring to the upside, we'll get some more people. We'll get the adoption. We'll get awareness. That's always a plus because, let's face it, Bitcoin can't trend sideways forever. If we slid to the downside, that's like the exact opposite of what people have anticipated with the reduction of supply.
Oh, that'd be crazy. People go crazy. It'd
right?
be so much
if
fun.
6 months after the halving, the price of Bitcoin sees a new low.
That's when everybody gets ridiculous.
I don't really care because I hold my Bitcoin for the sense of I want to make a better future. And we've talked about this before on other episodes. But good intentions and ideal in one hand, and you know what, in the other, and let's see where you get somewhere, right? We all got to we all got to buy food. We all got to pay a mortgage or rent, right? We all got a car that we got to drive that needs petrol, insurance, tires, everything else, right? We all got people that depend on us, and somehow financially we buy things for them to make life easier for them.
Or to make them happy, whatever.
Now, we've talked about expanding the show, and I mean, just you guys all know we live in Florida, right?
Yep.
I read the other day that they say to own a 2-bedroom or rent a 2-bedroom apartment in the state of Florida, you really should be making $24 an hour.
Yes, I remember when you passed that. He pushed the little link article to me. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. And no one makes that, okay? No one makes that.
It's like when you see that the financial system isn't working in this sense of hourly rate of wage versus what most people are making and what it actually costs to be living in standard living accommodations.
I mean, an apartment. That's not
a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah.
That's like you might not be able to have a pet. You definitely don't have a yard. Like, I mean,
yeah, you got
that's
neighbors,
a lot of restrictions.
You got a parking spot.
Or you don't have a parking spot. I've heard of those ones. We've never lived in a one like that, but yeah, every other day, week or something, one side or the other.
So it's still hard to say, why isn't the price of Bitcoin up?
Yes.
Right?
Okay,
why aren't we higher? I mean, if we were able to see $20,000 just based on a whole bunch of speculators jumping into the market, not knowing what it was, thinking that it was similar to a stock market.
Yes.
And there was no way to short the market. That's what everybody tells us now. Somehow Trump let us, come down by having futures market, even though most of them aren't physically settled, right? So then we always run this question of, do these future markets have anything to actually do with Bitcoin price because they're not physically settled? But then at the same time, we say that there's so much Bitcoin passing in the background, OTC, but that's not affecting the market either.
I know that one I don't get, okay, because that one I would think it would, because but it says it doesn't. So it's always like really
at a spot price. The price of Bitcoin is determined only by the lemmings that are willing to go and trade most of the time in under $500,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? Let's just use that number, I guess.
Oh, we have people.
We have people here.
Vention is here.
I'm glad that I could rant on long enough. I never have an answer, but I got questions, guys.
We could all talk about the questions. Ooh. Although Vention does have a lot of answers, and so does Bitcoin
Definitely,
Jake.
yes.
Yes.
I know I never give him
We
a
got
shout
so
out.
much smart people.
But
in
you
our
guys got to go
chats.
follow Vention's channel. I mean,
Yes.
if you're not already, as you know, he's a great guy. Just trying to help us all figure it out. Right?
He's saying that he is looking like he might have to go back to Mexico for further cancer treatment, though.
Mm.
Oh, the place is in Cancun. Does that? I mean, is that? Does tropicalness help? Is it like therapy? You know what I mean? Like how they say, like, I mean, you're in. Is it pretty? I would think it's pretty.
It's a 2-for-1. If you got to pay for a trip, let's go do it somewhere good.
Why not do
right?
it tropic?
Right.
Like,
I don't want to go do some treatment in Alaska.
That's right. I'm not going to Michigan.
Right.
You know, Canada. No. All right. Bitcoin Jake is here. Papa O'Neilly, Shelley.
Papa O'Neilly,
hello.
thanks for coming out. You guys, check in with Samantha in the chat. It's part of what we do around here, right? We love to bring your voice to life. That's Samantha's main job around here. We love to know who's out there. We want to know what your thoughts are on Bitcoin. This is just an open roundtable discussion. We are not trying to sell anybody anything, completely not for profit around here. Any donation, ad revenue, that kind of stuff. We get out there. We make Bitcoin flyers. We pass them out to people. We try to tell them that Bitcoin's a peer-to-peer currency that's going to change the world, right? Because it eliminates third party. It's decentralized. And it doesn't care who you are, right? Where you're from, what you got going on, how much money you have, what your credit score is. Everybody with a cell phone can get a Bitcoin wallet.
Every
and
transaction
it's absolutely free.
It's exactly equal. It doesn't care. You could be moving 2 Satoshis or like 200 million.
Well, they're close to equal depending on your fee.
Okay, yes,
right?
you
can
get to
pay
pick some
a
of your
ridiculous fee to
yeah.
be like, you know, hey, I got to be in the next block.
We have never, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not one to pay a fee. I'm a 2-3 or a stat kind of guy. Like, I could care less if it takes a day to get through. It's the fact that I know it's going to get through. I completely trust in the blockchain at this point in time. I remember at first sending a transaction and going and checking Blockfolio and
that one was. I remember.
Right, refresh. Is it there? Is it there? Did it show up? Oh, there's one confirmation.
Yep. It was a little nerve wracking. That when we were doing stuff with like the crypto kitties and whatnots, and like it was all like, so is it going to show up in MetaMask? Like, how long is this thing?
Trying to write a smart contract when the fees were ridiculous and that was skyrocketing every hour on the hour.
Yeah, remember how many cats didn't make it? Like they did, they were like, nope, like you didn't pay enough, like it's dead, like you have to give us more. And it was like, yeah, no. All right, so. Where are we at? Oh, John from Malibu is here.
John from Malibu.
Zaza.
Now the party started.
Look.
Zaza, buddy. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. It's nice to be out here again, right, Sam?
It is.
You guys are our best friends. You guys are what make all of this real.
I mean, we have nobody else to talk to this about, like, for real.
So, tonight's episode, I mean, I do have one piece of news besides the fact that everyone's pointing to July 22nd saying that, you know, this triangles, they're always drawing some triangle coming to a point saying that the price is going to break out. You know, Bitcoin's really coiling up there. Fingers crossed to the upside, right? Haven't been out here doing that in a while, but I'd hate to see it go down, especially if we're talking about 20% or more, just because of the public view on the situation.
Like I think a lot of people will, like, I don't know, be disenchanted. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is going to be are you kidding me right now?
Right. We can definitely use a number go up kind of situation.
Come on, give us some Disney like enchantment, you know. Just a little.
So we do have a little bit of news, unless you got something over there in the chat.
Oh, well, Vention does say that it is beautiful there. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Like he said pools, juice bars. He's gonna see if he can get some sailing or swimming in. How about I just realized, you know, with the keysness that I really like snorkeling. Yeah. Dude, you should so snorkel.
There's a place nearby here called the Devil's Den. It's a prehistoric underwater cavern, and we may be going there to go snorkel soon now that Samantha has found out that she likes it.
It's okay. I know how to float real well. But he also says that he remembers that the halvening didn't do much back in 2016. The bull run didn't happen till the next year.
That is true. I don't know. A lot of people are also saying that bull run was kicked off by Ethereum. And then they're trying to say that DeFi may be the ignition point for Bitcoin right now. everyone's talking about
I love the
altcoin season and
yes.
trying to determine where we are in altcoin season and if people shouldn't be in altcoins because Bitcoin's about to skyrocket and you don't want to be left behind in an altcoin. Or is DeFi still taking off? And I know that there was some crazy like 5,000x gain or something on some DeFi random
cool. Of course
coin.
there is.
I mean, personally, I'm not getting involved with DeFi. I mean, same thing as ICOs. Great concept, wonderful. But I mean, you got a lender and a borrower that are the same people that are speculating on a token that's not decentralized yet.
I don't know, man. Yes.
So it's a lot of wishful thinking. And same as early, wish in one hand. And
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
it's great. People are making money. They're getting their first Bitcoin.
Okay, but
I mean, everybody has their thing. In the beginning, when you don't have much to lose and you have the momentum to get involved in these situations.
Oh, right? Yeah. I mean, we don't do the math on how much we actually lost of our Ethereum in the very beginning because that is depressing. But it's that kind of like, you don't even realize what kind of mistakes you are and are not making and things with the stuff you're doing because it's all like, oh my God, this is working. I can do things like, and then, ta-da, you're either a millionaire or you have nothing.
And I mean, it's great that people at home, if they really want to get involved, can throw a couple $100, $1,000 into a situation and actually turn it into their first Bitcoin. I mean, we didn't go out and buy our first Bitcoin. We traded and stuff all the way up to it. And that's great. And I would love to see other people do that. I just don't want them to burn the whole place down trying to figure out how to use the kitchen.
I mean, I don't know. I like unicornness of things, and I don't like when it's like, oh, it's going to do like everything, like every single thing you ever wanted. It is going to do it. It's all like, I really, really do want you to be able to do that. But let's see if it, I don't know.
But I mean, I guess if it gets the price of Bitcoin to take off, everything's good for Bitcoin.
That is true. I will take it. I mean, if in a year or two we come back and it's because of the DeFi-ness of blah blah blah, I guess I will take it. Vention is down with the snorkels. Yeah.
All right.
He was like, there is probably snorkeling tours in Cancun. Why not? And John from Malibu, hello. Yes, he says snorkeling is awesome. I know. I did not know, but I know now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It felt very real. So, I mean,
dude,
there's not a lot of moments in life that feel real. I know that when I stood on top of a mountain in Hong Kong after biking all day and I looked out, was crazy. It felt real. Yes. Snorkeling felt real, He was like, I mountain biked up a mountain. I was like, whoa, like a trail? He's like, yeah, like a dirt road. It was like, what is, no. So, we got Coinbase.
Do we?
People hate them, right? But I see this event changing my perspective slightly on the third party situation. All right. So Coinbase stopped about 1,100 customers during that Twitter hack wanting to send funds, right? Totaling $280,000. Only 14 customers were actually able to get funds out totaling $3,000 before they blacklisted the address. And that happened all within a couple minutes of the Twitter hack. And I mean, they weren't the only exchange. A bunch of the other exchanges, I guess, were able to do this in suit. But Coinbase, they came out with their numbers a couple hours ago or whatever. I read the article.
I mean, yes, it's good and it's bad.
Right. But at the same time, we enjoy our monetary sovereignty, right? We enjoy holding our private keys. We enjoy being our own bank. The lemmings can't handle that responsibility, right? You have to grow and mature into responsibility. You don't just hand children, responsibility. You teach them, you give them little by little, right?
Yes.
Well, same thing for everybody. Everybody has to be financially taught to grow up if they're not just going to live hand to mouth day to day. So they're making a stepping point. The lemmings will get in. They will protect them.
I mean, yes, that I'm sure that that safety and security is going to be enticing to some people.
mean,
Like, oh, you made it, so
1,100
I
people,
didn't do
1,100
it.
people
Yes.
thought that they were going to send off their cryptocurrency and get it doubled.
Yes,
And,
yes. Okay, I don't
I
even.
pointed out to you that now every
Yes.
single YouTube video that we watch is the Vitalik Buterin scam.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
like constantly blasting as the commercial
For everybody's.
For-
everybody's.
right.
And we put on like music ones at one point, and it didn't come up then. It is when you were like, it is like
Yes,
every
when you're with
single
crypto
person
YouTube.
was that, and it was like, are you kidding me? I would much rather look at the solar battery or whatever you got going on, made for the army, than, I mean, but whatever. Yes, yes, but that one's still going. I saw it today.
So I don't know. I mean, I know that I'm not sending my crypto to anybody that's telling me that they're doubling it.
Ever, anywhere.
I'm sure you guys aren't either. But we own our private keys. We understand that the world doesn't work like that, especially when it comes to crypto, because this is the soundest money. There is no free ride with crypto. Somebody had to pay for it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Somebody spent the electricity.
For everyone, yes.
Somebody bought it. Somebody hodled it. Somebody went to the exchange and took a gamble at the price at the spot market and thought there's a future in decentralization.
Yes, there is masterminds, which it's like, what? I mean, yes. All right, Satoshi James is here. Oh,
nice. I'm glad that you could make it, my friend. You guys always hitting the thumbs up is a great way to help the video. It lets that YouTube algorithm know that you guys appreciate the content. I'm just not some loon out here talking about cryptocurrency in the middle of the woods. It gets more people in the discussion. The discussion changes every episode, right? Because I only have a few notes on this piece of paper.
Oh, yeah.
And what you guys say is what helps direct us to where our conversation is going, because all we're trying to do is keep the conversation going. This is the best way to talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. This is how we get it out to people, not the whole criminals and hackers. And once again, every time I sign in to do an episode, the new dashboard tells me what my top videos are and are how to mix Bitcoin on the dark web.
Oh my God, that thing
9,933 views.
It is now the running joke of our, I mean, for
138 views
today,
in the last 48 hours. It's increasing.
It's
the
crazy.
Number of views
every single day
is increasing, because it used to be sub 100. Then
yes.
it was over barely 100. And now we're pushing 130, 140.
I mean, people want to know. It is a horribleness that it's like neither one of us like that video per se. So it's like, really, that's got to be the 10,000 one, but whatever. I mean,
yes, because we shot it twice. First time we shot it without any audio, and then we went back and redid it again. And at the end, we only showed the transaction from the first one. So it's not the greatest.
No, but it's like, obviously people are very interested in that. And I mean, maybe it is that is. I don't know. I mean, yes, because I remember when at first it was like 20 and 30 and then 40. I mean, it took a while for it to jump to 100 views. And it's like, what the heck? Like, for real? You're watching a 6-month-old video, something like every day, every 48 hours?
To get 10,000 views.
That would be
where we're just
amazing.
actually discussing Bitcoin and what it really means to us today. And I mean, the price of Bitcoin at $9,000, I'm not disappointed. I would like a little boost to enthusiasm, to get some enthusiasm going from the public, right? To get some more to get some more inflow of people, because that's really what makes the big difference around here. Not that there's not an inflow of people, not that there's not constantly stuff happening, but what's up with the price? Why is it being suppressed? Why isn't there? Because from what I've seen, the rally of new people is what pushes the price.
Papa O'Neill Shelley says, remember Crypto Nick? DeFi reminds me of him.
I remember Crypto Nick. I remember when he started off. I remember looking at my kid because he was the same age as me. I'm like, see,
what are you not doing this for? Yes. It's like, man, if he could do it, you could do it.
I actually wrote him, right? And we had talked a moment.
We did for a little about trying to do interviewness.
A joint show before he had like super blown up or whatever.
Yes, and then became, we all, sad story of loveliness.
I mean, it must be nice to be underage and just get to use that as the scapegoat.
Does that work? I don't know. See, what happened with the Supreme Courtness? Because I don't remember.
Well, he was a minor, so his was like closed. I don't remember what ended up happening.
Oh, you're right. Yes, they don't actually. Yes,
you're
right. They don't disclose minor stuff regardless of charges. And okay, I get what you're going with. Zaza says, "Isn't it insane on how many scams are running?" Yes. Okay, scam ads are like crazy right now.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about the other day. Is that so far the amount of Bitcoin that has come from scams is exponentially growing here in 2020, and that we've seen more in just the first quarter this year than we've seen in all of last year. And they're saying that we were on track for like $50 million or something to go through scams by the end of the year.
I know, that's depressing as hell. Pickwick Jake says, hey, it's insane on how many scams are on YouTube that they got the NELK boys the other day, and that he used to report them and take pictures and post on Twitter at the YouTube, but it doesn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. How do people get their entire channel shut the freak down for no reason at all, but we can't get a freaking like scammer ad off of that's okay.
I don't know.
Wow.
I always remember this one scene, and I don't remember what it was, but the guy had no credits in the movie, and the ads kept popping up at him, and he couldn't turn down the volume or make them go away. And it was everywhere that he went.
Was it a movie?
I think it was a movie. And then he was trying to save up credits to buy something like his health or something for a loved one. I don't remember.
Oh my God!
I mean, remember.
I'm sure I watched it with you, and this does sound vaguely yes, but like it drove you insane. Like you really wanted to like pay them whatever to make it stop,
to make the ads go away.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel the future is heading towards. Is that it's going to be a situation? It's just like how he had to pay to make it go. You have to be smart enough to realize that all these ads that are coming at you are not real. So,
I mean, I would hope
a fool and his money are soon parted, right?
See, it was a Black Mirror episode. That's what I thought too, Bench. And I was all like, no, I think like, because he didn't like super like Black Mirror.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that was
British
the British
weirdness.
one. I did not like that.
But I know
she made me
watched.
Watch them.
Yeah. But see what? Okay. See, Vention has all the answers. Just ask him anything.
Just ask Vention, man.
Damn. Just there you go. All right. Where are we at? Oh, Vengeance says nice that we should do redo the dark video and polish it well. I know that maybe we'll get new followers from it, new viewers. You never know. I mean, I don't know. Yes, I think we could do it better again. I think the first time when there was no freaking volume, it was better.
I mean, if I
than
could pull
the
that
second
video
time.
out and stick this video in place of it and keep the ticker going, yeah, but to just start it over, I think, because I think what it is it's like perpetual motion. Because it has 10,000 views, it's what's making it get more views. Like when they search for it, like for that kind of content, because it does have like the hashtag dark web.
Andy Anderson is here. He asks, what's the word on BlockFi? Anybody know anything? Is there anything? Any news? Tell the man. And apparently, Steve Vention even knows the damn name. It is apparently called the 15 million merits.
All right. So that was about.
I so want to grow up and be you, Vention.
So that's about all I had for the crypto. I figured that we might talk about some of the other stuff, right? Because we see that Community State Bank in Milwaukee is giving a 5% premium if you turn in your change.
Yeah, I like this change tech, like boat refund. I don't even know.
Extra for your change. And then, I mean, the article, it was a Bitcoin article
they need to make
well.
coin stars like that, like for real.
Oh, right. Go to the coin store and you get 5% more.
Like, I mean, just the Publix does not even get their cut, like straight back to them. Yep.
Oh, right. Because you pay a percentage.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. Come on now. Okay, continue.
Well, all right. They're talking. They went into a conversation about why the 3 different things or possibility that are being pointed to why there's a change shortage.
Why there's a change in our
Well, they
change.
talked about how the Mint is reducing the hours of operation and employees because
right.
of COVID and
50%
prevent contact
capacity,
and all
right?
that kind
Gotcha.
of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also go and point that people are using less cash, that they're sliding their cards more. So it's like the web isn't working like it normally does. It's kind of getting blopped up in places because no one's actually sending cash around.
I got you. No one's like counting the dirt. Right? They're just swiping the card.
Right.
Okay.
Then the third one is that conspiracy theory people are saying that this is how they're going to push us towards a cashless society.
Oh, I'm going. We just don't have it. Like, we physically don't have the things to make more coins. We're that kind of poor.
We're that kind of poor. We can't make that change. We can't make change.
No. The United States as a nation cannot make change.
That's funny. I mean, that's how you think of the exchange, right? They got to get enough, deposits before they let the withdrawals go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're running their own back system here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yes. Oh, I know I have a lot of change. I know, Eugene, you have a whole entire drawer of change that you are now saying you're never going to give the man. You're like, no, this is a precious commodity.
Now this is going to be a collector's item.
Do you see this?
It's a whole jar. It's a 5-gallon jug of change.
They used to come with the states. I know. You change it in for like plastic. See, why don't we just have plastic money? We are a joke.
with the little chips in them, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but people have a problem with Bitcoin. Like, for real. What's the? Okay. Well, Zaza thinks we're funny. Mm-hmm. And he says HODL change. I know.
I mean, it's been crazy since 2020 started, right? We all agree to this. And it just keeps it's reminding me this year. I mean, I don't know what's going on really and why everything's so different. But things can change. I always thought that things were going to be the same, my whole life until I died. This year has definitely got me thinking that shit can change.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. Like, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, first off, if there was, digital, decentralized currency, those words would not even make, I would know digital. And then currency, I'd be like, right, like money, like, okay. But no, and then all of this, first off, that Trump and things money. Are even our presidents and things that are actually physically happening and I'm witnessing, like, yes, these things I would never have thought of, like never would have thought of 3 years ago.
That's why life's crazy. You never know what's going to happen.
Vincent says in pre-World War II Germany, when they reset the currency, they reused the old coins and wrapped it up into the new system. One lady had a bunch of jars, ended up retiring on them. See, so you just hodl your shit. And then, yes, they'll be all like, oh my God, Eugene, the whale, the change whale.
It's because I suck it up in the cars in the vacuum cleaner. Yep. And I don't carry change to throw it away. So
no, he does not use change.
I have a metal grate over there, and I always throw everything on the metal grate so that after, the change shows up on top after a while.
I'm looking for the diamond ring, but I also get the kid toys and everything else.
I say, why throw change away? We pull almost $100 a month.
You must have a billion pennies. Oh, well, I hope you don't have. Well, you might. I don't know how many you have, man, but you do have a decent amount.
Yeah, pennies galore.
No one cares about the pennies. Oh, that's how we're gonna Bitcoin and pennies.
Mm-hmm. All that copper.
Just hodl.
So anybody got anything going on in the chat? Anything you guys want to talk about? Other than that, I do have a couple more topics to talk about. We got the schools here in Florida are being sued to not open.
Like the biggest Florida school union thing, yes.
Ooh, the mosquitoes get in my back.
Oh, Kristen's here. Hi, Kristen.
Kristen, thanks for coming out.
But yes, the biggest union of the school systemness, whatever the hell that, yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. They were showing a photo and it was like a teacher in her car and they were like outside of the school board and she had a big sign hanging on that says, "Don't kill my children and don't kill me."
Well, you gotta be dramatic when people are watching, okay? Did we learn nothing?
I don't know. I mean, it's the whole. I mean, are you gonna let the world go back to normal? But at the same time, we are like the epicenter type. You know, we're not allowed to go to the Bahamas anymore. Starting Wednesday, I mean, we're all required to wear face masks in every store now as of today. We've put in our 6th consecutive day of over 10,000 people per day.
Yup. Oh, Kristen says Michael's here too. Hi, Michael!
Nice. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, okay. So Veggie says, I remember having that realization. Eugene is getting older. When you're young, you see the world as a snapshot. And when it changes, it can cause some surprise. When you are old, you see the changes.
So yes. I know. When are we gonna hang out, man? We gotta figure that one out. I gotta go take a road trip, come hang out with you, my man. Especially, I'd like to see some out west. I haven't been out there in a while since I've been out to Las Vegas.
Dude, he's going to Cancun. Come on, man. Just book another room. We'll pay you. Come on, come on.
The bus is running good.
I can.
I don't know. We might get searched at the border.
I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, well no, big white bus.
Big white bus.
I mean, without the rest of it stuff, it looks a little prison inmate. That's what I'm going with because it is like brand freaking white new. Like yes. Oh, Chris, see, I knew he did. He says that you left the face mask at her house.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other one.
Because I had mine. Oh yeah, that was cool. Like. We both went to many places in a different county than like we are normally in. And every single place was like face mask, face mask, face mask, face mask, face mask. And it was like, cool. I did have my like bandana one, which is the one that you left there. But yeah.
So what else we got going on in the chat? What do you guys want to talk about? Please let us know what you guys are thinking about Bitcoin. Other than that, I think we're going to be winding down this episode. It's been great hanging out with you guys. The only other little topic of piece I had to talk about was that they're going to make you wear a face mask at Disney. And like, they're going to have designated areas for eating now.
I like that they thought the smart ass, like, where everybody's like, oh, but how do I eat? And how do I drink?
Yeah, you're not allowed to eat or drink except for in designated areas so that you're not pulling down your face mask to eat a hot dog or drink a soda.
You drink your drink as you walk past the group of the people go in the opposite direction or whatever it is.
But I mean, that's going to be pretty tough because it is hot here in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And to go walk around Disney, I mean, personally, I probably drink close to a gallon of, water, tea, lemonade, Kool-Aid, whatever,
water-based drinks,
hydrated. Walking around Disney, I'm sure I drink just as much. I'm just usually buying it from the people on the sides, as you're walking around.
No, which they won't have that anymore. Nope, there will not be that frozen lemonade of the giant, like Mickey or Minnie ear cup that, has the bendy straw.
But then I would figure that if they're going to put a specific area where you're allowed to pull down the face mask, you're going to have to be really far apart from each other. You can't cram them all. All right, you guys all get in this little space and pull off your mask.
This is where social distancing doesn't matter. Take down the face mask.
Take down your face mask and drink a soda.
See, Mitch is like, why on earth would you want to go to Disney World? I got you. I understand.
Well, because now you're making a reservation, so there's only half as many people, so you could actually ride all of the rides instead of waiting in line for 3 hours and only making it through 3 or 4 of them.
Skyrocket everything. I mean, all amusement parks everywhere are like overly like price of everything. But I mean, I am sure they're going to compensate where you're having like that $15 teeny tiny slice of pizza and stuff is now going to be like $22. If there's a beer, it is going to be like some outrageous amount of money that you would get 2 or something. Like I believe that Disney will find a way.
That Disney will find a way. We'll just double the price of everything since we can only let half the people in.
Yes, you're right. I mean, because okay, so I've known some grown-ups that are very Disney. I don't know how a Disney lover is called, but yes. And it takes a real special person to be like 50 or 40 and want to go there like as the annual pass. So maybe they'll work it out. Maybe they'll be cool with the face mask and the designated food areas and the whatever. But see, my real thing is under the 2 or is it 5 years old? like kids, they don't have to have face masks or
Oh.
something. How does that work in Disney? Because unless you are the kind of oddball, like why were you going to Disney? You should have a small child, right? Like, so
I don't know. I noticed that I started reading on some stuff that they were saying that if you had children under 5, that they were no longer allowed because they didn't require them to wear face masks. That they were starting to exclude small children from events and, you know, social gatherings, small social gatherings, because of the face mask rule. It's going to change. I mean, it's going to suck on the other side, it seems like.
Kristen says that she has 2 friends that are Disney freaks. You would. Although it's okay, because trust me, if I could get to a Hello Kitty land, like ever at all, I would put on a face mask for that. I would wear that all day. I would not even eat. I might get heat exhaustion and like pass out and need IVs before taking off the face mask if that meant I had to leave.
All right, you guys. I super appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us this evening. You guys are the best part of our lives. Hitting that thumbs up down there really helps out the video. Sharing it out to your own social media platform, that's really cool too. It helps a lot that way. That's how we bring in new people around here. I noticed our subscriber count has slowly been going up, one number here and there. Thank you guys for joining us.
Happy.
I mean, you got anything, Samantha?
Just that we love you guys. It makes us happy when we come out and we get to talk to everybody and see how everybody's doing. I mean, it really does. I don't know, because we don't talk a lot of stuff that we like on a daily basis, because, you know, when you're cleaning their cars, they don't really care.
Right.
You know,
people
family
that are the
members
same,
don't really care.
People that you can relate to, those are few and far between. There's a lot of people in this world, and that's what the point of all of this corona stuff and everything is, that overpopulation is a big problem. There's too many of us. We're all not the same. We all don't think the same way. So when we can find a group of us that do think similarly, it's a
nice. special thing.
And I mean, that's all we can do in life, is try to improve the human contacts we have with each other and take care of our loved ones. So you guys go home, take care of your loved ones, and I appreciate this contact.
Yeah, and it's so social distance. So what? And no face mask.
Keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.